one time in our national life that we have to assert what is out. Kaibigan ko si President Xi Jinping. I made it clear to him. Iklaro ko lang sa kanya na we cannot give up sovereignty over the waters sa Philippine Sea, including the exclusive economic zone, because that is vital for our national life. Tayo sa Pilipinas, vis-a-vis with China, we continue to talk. We do not send the gray ship there because yung mga barko na pangira yan, it would project a different picture for everybody. But we cannot afford fighting with China. We cannot win and we will lose and the population will suffer. The Filipino nation would be in a very tight situation. I'm praying that this can be sorted out by just talking. There's really no need to kill a human being. Ako dito, I've been criticized. Extrajudicial killing and all. Wala sa akin yan. There is really danger to the world if Russia decides to use nuclear arms. Pag naipit siguro sila, tayo pumapatay. Walang problema yan. Lalo na law enforcement, NBI, pumapatay tayo. Pero ang pinapatay natin, kriminal. Ibang istorya yan kung magbomba ka. It's a different story. If you start to bomb civilian population, that is not the behavior that we would like to see in this 21st century.
The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. President Rodrigo Duterte says he will continue to fight against illegal drugs even after his term. In his latest speech, the outgoing president appealed to the police and military not to give up the fight against illegal drugs. Duterte added that he will take responsibility over their actions should they get into trouble for pushing through with the drug war.
I'm warning you, even if I'm just an ordinary citizen, pag nakita ko na ganon kayo, I will find a way to kill you. My God, remember that. Huwag kayong pumasok sa droga, and my orders to the police and the military, continue the momentum. As long as it is done in the performance of your duty and you run afoul or may namatay at maingay, ako, sabihin ko, I am the one who will assume the full accountability and all. Wala. Kayong mga human, wag ninyong isali yung mga pulis. Nagtutupad lang yan sa utos ko. Ako ang habulin ninyo.
The Foreign Affairs Department has filed another protest against China over the Middle Kingdom's activities in the Ayungin Shoal. The DFA says China has been fishing illegally and has even installed buoys and fish nets that block the shoal's entrance. The agency adds that Chinese coast guards have also been shadowing Philippine vessels in the area. And because of this, the DFA lodged another protest and reminded China that they have no rights over Ayungin Shoal, which is part of our exclusive economic zone. They also urged China to comply with their obligations under the UNCLOS and the arbitral award. Over 9,000 jobs were up for grabs at the Pasig Job Fair on Independence Day. Meanwhile, some 25 sites across the country also held similar fairs. Marty Bautista has the report.
More than 1,000 applicants came to the Independence Day job fair at the Pasig Sports Coliseum. A variety of job openings were present at the fair, such as a sales staff, customer service representative, and even opportunities abroad. About 67 companies were present to give 9,000 job vacancies. This job fair brought about a large turnout, with some applicants being hired on the spot. One of them was 19-year-old Mark, who applied as a warehouse clerk for a sports company. At the moment, Mark is still trying to finish his studies.
Bakit kayo nag-decide na magtrabaho ngayon?
Wala kasi akong pang-tuition fee kaya kailangan magtrabaho. Kulang din kasi masyado naman ngayon, mataas bilihin.
Meanwhile, another applicant, G, spent 16 pesos just so she could apply as a sales associate today. Both G and her husband were present to apply for vacancies in order to support their 2 children.
Malaking bagay po to sa amin, ma'am, kasi 'di ba, mahirap po ngayon ng maghanap ng trabaho dahil sa ating mayor, mabilis kami makahanap ng trabaho.
According to the Assistant Regional Director of Dole, this was the largest turnout in the last 2 job fairs for NCR this year, and many of the applicants were young adults. The line for job applicants even reached till outside the premises. The job fair also served as a one-stop shop for employment requirements.
Pero ang kagandahan po ngayon, nandito po ang PNP, nandito ang BIR, nandito ang SSS, Pag-ibig at saka PhilHealth. Para kung may mga kailangan po silang mga documents, nandyan na po sila para magbigay.
Apart from Pasig, there were 25 sites accommodating the Independence Day job fair across the country. For News 5, Marty Bautista, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after a quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. President Rodrigo Duterte expresses gratitude to Japan for funding the construction of the Philippines' first subway system. He said that it seems as though the Philippines itself is, quote, part of the Japanese government. Camille Samonte with the details.
President Duterte led the lowering of the tunnel boring machine for the Metro Manila subway project, the same day that the country was commemorating its 124th Independence Day. This is the first underground rail system in the country. In his speech, Duterte thanked the Japanese government for funding the Metro Manila subway project through the Japan International Cooperation Agency.
I cannot seem to fathom the love of the Japanese people for this republic. There are so many projects going on in the country and being pushed and sponsored by the JICA. Until now, Japan has continued to help us to the extent that yung ibang Davao City, the new highway and bridge and everything, it would seem really that we are a part of the Japanese government.
Japanese ambassador to the Philippines, Koshikawa Kazuhiko, said the project is a testament of the strong alliance between the Philippines and Japan.
And we feel more than honored to be a major part of the Philippine government in its bid to provide more comfortable and convenient life to as many Filipinos as possible through the infrastructure development.
Also present in the event was outgoing Valenzuela City Mayor Rex Gatchalian. He said that once the subway is completed, it will open more business and job opportunities for the city.
Dati-rati ho, pag sinabing Valenzuela City, they would always say, ang layo. But because of your build programs and vision, Valenzuela City is no longer the backwaters of NCR, but rather your programs have opened us to lots of investments and a lot of job opportunities.
The tunnel boring machine will be used to excavate the soil and construct up to 12 meters of tunnels. The machine will make the process of tunneling faster, while significantly reducing above-ground disruption during construction. The Metro Manila subway is a 33-kilometer underground rail line stretching from Valenzuela City to NAIA Terminal 3 in Pasay City. The subway will have 17 underground stations in some areas in Metro Manila. The subway project aims to cut the travel time between Quezon City and NAIA from over an hour to just 35 minutes. Once completed, the subway is expected to accommodate up to 370,000 passengers per day. The country's first Metro Manila subway is expected to be completed by 2027. For News 5, Camille Samonte, we are One News.
And those are the top stories at this hour. Join us later at 11 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.